Hello everyone, myself Assistant Professor Khushbu Prasad from LJ Integrated MBA. Today I am here with the second theory of personal selling, that is right set of circumstances theory. Although the modern sale practice have evolved significantly, this theory laid the groundwork for understanding how environmental and psychological factors influence the buyer's decisions. This theory is also known as situation response theory. It basically suggests that a successful sales happen not just because of salesperson efforts, okay, but due to a particular set of circumstances that are favorable for the buyers to respond positively. The major emphasis of theory is that a particular circumstances prevailing in a given selling situation will cause the prospect to respond in a predictable way. If the situation is favorable, if the environment is favorable, then definitely the buyers are going to respond. They are definitely going to purchase your product. The theory comes from stimulus response psychology. Now, what is the stimulus response psychology? Stimulus basically means any external circumstances or event that will provoke you or evoke you to respond, right? So, here the stimulus could be either the sales pitch or the product display or the environment in which the product is being sold. If these stimulus will be catchy in nature, then definitely the prospective customers will be attracted towards your product and they will respond in a favorable way. A seller oriented theory stresses that the salesperson or the salesman must control the situation in such a way as to produce sales ultimately. So, this theory, that is the right set of circumstances theory, is a seller oriented theory because the seller is the person who will be responsible for the for creating an environment or creating a stimuli in such a way that will ultimately leads to a purchase, right? As per this theory, there are two factors which need to be handled by the salespersons, as these are internal factors and the external factors. External factors are the salespersons and the remarks which he makes during the sales conversation. External factors are controlled by salesman himself. As I said earlier that this is a seller oriented theory. So external factors all the as I said sales pitch or the display of the products or the environment in which the product is being sold, right? Everything will be included and these external factors are in control of the salesperson. These factors can be controlled by salesman, right? Internal factors are related to the thinking of the prospects and limited to the prospects himself and therefore cannot be manipulated by the salesperson. So internal factors are the thinking or what the person or the prospective customer is thinking about your product, right? These are the internal factors and these internal factors cannot be controlled by the salesperson. These are some of the key assumptions of the theory. Buyers act rationally. They will respond favorably when the situation is right. Now, the buyers are acting rationally. They are, before buying the product, they are thinking logically and practically. Situation based on the situation, that doesn't mean they are buying any product. They are thinking logically. The environment affect decision making, right? Moods, locations and timing all matters. Based on the moods, locations and timing, the customers are buying the product. Salesperson as a catalyst. The seller's role is to arrange these circumstances. Now the external environment or the circumstances are already in favor of the customers. So the salesperson role is here to increase the interactions or the what we can say the liking of the customers towards the product. Buying is reactive, not proactive. The buyer often doesn't plan to buy but is triggered by the environment. For example, presently in rainy season, what people mostly prefer? People, while it's raining, people prefer to drink tea and have some pakoras with them. So it's not that we need, right? But the circumstances or the environment is such that people crave for that item, right? This model treats the sales almost like a chain reaction. If the right factors are in place, the buyer will naturally be inclined to say yes. So circumstances is created in such a way that the buyer will seek that product, right? So that's why it is called as right set of circumstances theory. So we can say that the successful sales happen not just because of what the salesperson say or does, but because of the right combination of factors, conditions being present at the time of sales interaction. In other words, we can say that if the buyer is in the right mood, at the right time, in the right place, and hears the right message, then they will say yes to the purchase. So this was all about the right set of circumstance theory. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.